Can I has prostitute? CJ, Happy Cabby, and all the other prostitute pundits out there. There's Redneck Trucker. You know me. I wanted to throw in my 2 cents on this because I think everybody's escaping the real positions of this issue of legalizing or not legalizing prostitution. Yes, if you don't legalize it, people are treated badly, and if you do legalize it, sometimes people are treated badly. And yes, some people don't want to work in the industry, but then you got people like Air Force Amy, Google her, I'm sure you'll find out who she is, who love prostitution, who love sex work and want to do it. That is one reason why you'll never get rid of prostitution, is because there are some women out there that like it. There are some guys out there who like it. Guy on guy, guy on girl, whatever, they like it, and they will do it whether it's legal or not. There's a reason why it's called the oldest profession, folks. You got to be realistic about this. And we have to be Darwinian kind of realistic about this. Is that not everybody can have sex whenever they want, like people in a couple type situation. Back in the 90s, I went to a legal brothel in the state of Nevada, in Wells, Nevada, and it wasn't the greatest experience ever, and yes, it was a little on the pricey side, but everything was safe, it was very clinical, and I got my rocks off. And that's what needed to occur. Sometimes people just want to have that contact with other people, and outside of rape, prostitution is the way to go. And in a Darwinian sense, I mentioned that. The fact of the matter is, women produce 1 egg a month, and it goes through their body whether they want it to or not, and it comes out in the form of their cycle, and they bleed it out. But men, on the other hand, have to ejaculate. There is a physical need to ejaculate, to have sex, whether it comes in nocturnal emissions, or whether it comes through manual stimulation, or whether it comes through contact with another human being. It has to happen. It will happen. And that leads me to my final point of, you're never going to get rid of prostitution. And operating on that premise alone, that you were never going to get rid of it. There's always going to be Johns, and there's always going to be prostitutes, whether either side is male or female. They're always going to be there. Always. It's a wiring thing. It's a physical thing. It's the oldest profession, and you're not going to get rid of it. So the best options would not include reducing or eliminating prostitution. Rethink your case and get back to me. Let me know in the comments or a video response what you think of this situation. I'd love to hear it. One other quick point that I thought of here, folks, is that back in the early days of the internet, in the 90s, when AOL and other services had free dating sites on them, not really proud of this, but I used to go on there and date women, and I would date them, 1 date, maybe 2, usually just 1, and I'd have sex with them. And they were fine with it. I was fine with it. It was a date, and in many ways, it was a lot cheaper than prostitution. But what is the difference at that point? Paying for $100 meal or $100 sex session? What is the difference at that point? Let me know. There was even this one time I drove to this gal's house and she made me dinner and we had sex twice in that night. Free dinner! Hey! So what's the big deal?